also talking about people who watch a match when there's nobody in the stadium and they have fake cheering. I mean, dumb down doesn't really begin to
that's
encapsulate that.
Overestimation.
Yeah.
Even if BLM was about the black movement, this has nothing to do with Ireland. If it was about defending the rights of African people, Ireland has played no part whatsoever in discriminating against any Africans or any other race ever, full stop. We were probably the most discriminated against race in history, actually, if we were to look at the facts and to look at the number of Irish people murdered through the centuries for wanting to be Irish.
Well, isn't that the Roddy Doyle joke? The Irish are the blacks of Europe.
The Irish are the blacks of the world.
Gemma, there's something, this is very sinister and very important that we understand what this is a part of, because this didn't happen randomly. You know, it's not just a bunch of idiots, which they are, on the football pitch. They're instructed to do this. This is coming down a channel, right, from on high. This is a governmental diktat, a decree, because they are subsidised by the Irish government. You know, they're a kind of a semi-state organisation, actually, so this is actually being channeled through from at the highest levels to send a signal. And the meaning of it is to rewrite history. Remember that our government is in effect. We have a guy called Leo Martin who claims to be the Taoiseach, but he isn't really. The Taoiseach is still Leo Varadkar, insofar as the Taoiseach now means the key representative of the external forces that want to destroy Ireland and commandeer everything of value that we have and plunder it. So Varadkar is and he is not Irish. He's an Indian. He has no love for Ireland whatsoever. He shouldn't be here he should be here maybe working on the buses or something, but he shouldn't be here in any way.
In an Indian restaurant, John. That's the only place he should be working.
Usurping the role of leadership in our country. Did you see the speech, the article he wrote I didn't see it, but somebody sent me a link to the headline. Spin big, he says. Spin big. This is his advice to the Irish people whose lives have been destroyed by this guy in the past 15 months. And he says, spin the few last hairpins you have to as well as you can get me out of this hole. This is the kind of idiocy that we're having to deal with from these people. And you see, but this is a systematic attempt to actually rewrite Irish history. This is because remember, many of the people watching that game will never read a history book in their lives once they leave school. And they probably don't read the one they've had in front of them in school either. So their only knowledge of what Ireland means is the guys, and Irish patriotism is the green jersey put on by people like this. And if they say these guys taking the knee, that is a statement of a lying version, a mendacious version of Irish history, that we have behaved in history as some kind of white oppressors, white supremacists, that we owe this to the black people of the world. We do not owe it to anybody. We do not owe it to anybody. This is shameful. These guys have no right to do this to us. How dare they? How dare they?